Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 3 of Reeva Stories. Today we get to see the vulnerability and strength of a great leader in Anthony Ciotti of Sheegog Contracting. What was your first job growing up?
Yeah, my first job was, I used to cut 2 liters into fingerboards. I don't know if you ever remember that back in the day. And I sold them in elementary school. I made a bunch of money. So my first job was selling clear fingerboards because they were clear. That means the teacher couldn't see them. They didn't know what you were doing. So we were doing these fingerboards. But yep, that was my first job.
How did you fall into the roofing industry?
For me, I was trying to play, Blake actually played, me and Blake played semi-professional golf together. It was professional, but we weren't making any money. But I had this guy that lived down the street from me come into the golf course, and I noticed he was wearing a $10,000 Rolex, and I knew that he was low-income family like me because he lived right down the street. I was like, how did you get that watch? And it went from there to, hey man, will you sponsor me? Like I want him to sponsor me, and then it came right down to the end of the season where he was about to leave. I'm like, hey man, you're about to leave. What's up with this $10,000 he said he was gonna give me? He's like, hey man, I can't give you this $10,000, but I got this awesome job for you. You can make 6 figures in 6 months. It didn't go like that, but that's kind of how I got into the job.
What are you most proud of?
I'm most proud that, you know, I got into this industry and I was at the bottom, like one of the worst sales guys. I think I was second to last in sales that year that he was talking about, and
which I was a little gracious with.
Yeah, it's all right. You weren't there for that, so you can't talk about it. And then you know, I got into personal development and just kept chipping away at it. And then, you know, when I did finally do something that was worthwhile, I turned around and instead of like literally going out there and making way more money, I turned around and tried to impart that and to start being a teacher and to give that same blessing that someone gave me, to turn around and give that to as many people as possible. And still to this day do I look for ways to give people opportunity, people that were of my background. Marty was smart. Marty went to college. No, for real. Marty, like he came from a better family than me. My family was broken. My family, there was nobody in my family to look up to or that ever did anything of any magnitude that was, you know, inspiring. And that's what I think. The best thing I ever did was build something that not only the people around me that are inspired by, but hopefully generations are inspired by.
What is a previous pain or obstacle that you've overcome?
I'm gonna have to say the same thing. Marty kicked the habit a little easier than me. It took me running into the same door 10, 12 times. But I struggled with drinking and some drug use, but mostly drinking. And being able to, the same way I worked on my business, the same way I worked on my golf game, the same way I got to see people like Marty, you know, just get better, just do better. It allowed me to have belief, and I tried to quit 100 times. Tried to quit 100 times, and you know, there's always someone telling you like, just keep trying, just keep trying, just keep trying. One day it will work, and I'd just get momentum. I'd go and I'd do 4 months, and then I'd go back to it, and I just didn't have the right information. I thought that I was able to drink. I thought I could do it once in a while, and then one day I saw this guy that I knew. His name was Anthony Ciotti, and he went to this program called AA. I shouldn't talk about it, whatever. But he went and he got better, and I'm like, I tried this, I tried hypnotherapy, I tried AJ strength, that didn't work too well. But then I went to this thing and they told me this one thing that you have a disease and you just can't drink. because I always try to drink once and I thought I could handle it. But I believe that's, and it made it really tough for me to lead people when I wasn't leading by example. So I had all the right attributes. I'd be running really fast, and then I'd stumble, and then I'd have to get my cup. I'd have to brush myself back off, and I'd have to start over. So I think that's one of the things for sure.
Who is someone who has impacted your life?
Don't ever build anything bigger than what you believe that you deserve. So there's many things in the Bible and from my faith that I'm able to draw on. My generosity, giving my time, my talent, and my treasures. All those types of things built character in me that I think that only that would be able to. So that's what I believe.
Why are you so passionate about your team being happy?
I mean, the reason why it makes me happy is, like I told you before, when I started, I was the worst. I played professional golf. I was good. I mean, anything that I ever did, I was really good at. But only in the roofing space did I join someplace, and I was really bad, and I didn't have anyone to help me. Like in golf, you got a golf coach. In business, you have a business coach. I was young, so I don't even forgot the question. What is the question? Oh, why? About the team. Yeah. So I had these people that would help me, and I went to a lot of different companies, and they were very transactional. It was a transactional. Hey, I want you to work for me. This is what I want you to do. This is what you did. Do more. And I didn't want to be a transactional company. I wanted to be a transformational company, because someone took me under my wing and someone made a difference in my life. And that's what I wanted to create. That's why we wanted to hire you. That's what I wanted to instill into people. That's what I want to instill in the culture, is a transformational culture. And that's what makes me so passionate about that.
What are the things that you've already implemented from Reeva?
We've implemented a lot of things you do. We've implemented from the recruiting. We've implemented a more structured company meeting daily. We've implemented things to do with our field supervisors and the way that they handle the building process. We implemented a customer journey, a better customer journey, that just by talking to you guys and throughout the whole battle, that we've been able to pick up on little pieces that we knew would just quickly fit into our process. We implemented an actual 6 steps a sales process of all that. We've been more educated on our material. I know Marty and Jonathan are more educated on the material. That's something that they were passionate about. I wasn't as passionate about that, but when I saw the effects of how it could help everyone be better, I bought in. But that was another thing that we implemented.
Where do you see Sheegog contracting in 5 years? As
a company that took a lot of what Reeva has been talking about over the last couple months and being in a place of perfecting it, and with that, changing a whole lot of people's lives. And doing something that, like I said, one of the biggest things for me is like I'm sure Marty too, man. Like when your kids get old enough, like they're gonna understand what's going on. And I want Sheegog to be a place that inspires people that know us, inspires people that work for us, and inspires people that hope to be like us. And that's where I hope we are in 5 years.
When looking back, what do you hope people will say about Sheegog?
I want people to say that we were servant leaders, that we actually gave a shit, that we helped them. We were a part of their journey in a direction that they wanted to go. And that's what I want to be remembered for. I want to be remembered for helping a lot of people. Because I remember when I was a kid and when I was an alcoholic and when I was last in sales, I didn't have a whole lot of people that were trying to really pick me up and show me the way. So